Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for September 22nd. September 22nd is the 265th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 266th in leap years, with 100 days remaining to the end of the year. September 22nd is frequently the date of the autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere and the day of the vernal equinox in the southern hemisphere, as it happens to be in 2021. Today's word is bongo. Bongo is a noun with a couple of meanings. First is a pair of small open-bottomed hand drums of different sizes. They're played with the hands, and the name bongo comes from Spanish. The other meaning of bongo is as the name of an African forest antelope. Bongo. The bongo is the largest, heaviest, and most colorful of the African forest antelopes. And with that, the last hanging of those convicted of witchcraft in the Salem witch trials took place on September 22nd, 1692. There were others who had been convicted, but they would eventually be released. Nathan Hale was an American patriot and spy for the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War. He was captured by the British, though, and in those days spies were hanged as illegal combatants. While there is no official record of his last words, he is reported by witnesses to have said, "I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country," when he was hanged for spying on September 22nd, 1776. Now, we've mentioned Michael Faraday before. He was an English physicist and chemist known for dozens of theories and physics laws, particularly regarding electricity, electromagnetism, the Faraday cage. Faraday cage blocks electromagnetic fields and is used to protect devices from damage that would otherwise be caused by electrostatic discharges. Pretty handy these days. Michael Faraday was born September 22nd, 1781, and lived to the age of 75. The Emancipation Proclamation was released by Abraham Lincoln on September 22nd, 1862. This was the presidential proclamation and executive order that declared that, effective as of January 1st, 1863, all persons held as slaves with any state or designated part of a state would be thenceforward and forever free. And the executive government of the United States, including the military and naval authority thereof, would recognize and maintain the freedom of such persons and would do no act or acts to repress such persons in any efforts they might make for their actual freedom. This changed the legal status of more than 3.5 million African American slaves in the secessionist Confederate States from enslaved to free as of January 1st, 1863. Queen Victoria surpassed her grandfather, King George III, as the longest reigning monarch in British history on September 22nd, 1896. There were a couple of fatality train crashes on September 22nd in various years, one in 1993 in Alabama and one in 2006 in Germany. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you learned something you didn't know before. I know I sure did. As always, links to my sources are in the show notes below. Images are from Bing Images, public domain or licensed free to share and use. Our lovely outro music is Divine Life Society by Jesse Gallagher from the YouTube Music Library, and there's a link to his channel in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and feel free to share this video with others with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. All right. Okay, for crying out loud. Good grief. All right, let's see here. Okay, do that again. We'll do that in a minute. Thank you. That might not make it into the video. We'll see. Changing it up.